are working on histograms. So we're on to 10.2. The first video was on the stem and leaf plots. So histograms they're basically a bar graph that shows the frequency of data values in intervals of the same size. Okay, so when you have a bar graph, you usually just have each bar represents one value. But in a histogram, the bars are going to represent a range of values. And that range of values have to have the same range per bar. So I'll show you what that means. You definitely probably want to pause this video and write all this stuff down now that I have on my screen, because it is a lot, and I know that the video would probably take 30 minutes if I did it all while I was talking. So if you're back from writing this down, these are the steps to make a histogram. First thing, you have to have the title. You have to label your X and Y axis. Remember, your X axis is always the horizontal. Your Y axis is always the vertical or the up and down. Okay? And typically, your Y axis is going to be labeled as frequency. Your X axis, so we're doing a histogram on how many books are owned, and your X axis is going to represent the number of books. If you can see, I already put my intervals here. And my intervals are always have the same amount. So from 0 to 9, that is a range of 9. From 10 to 19, that has a range of 9. From 20 to 29, that has a range of 9. And from 30 to 39, that is a range of 9. And then here's my frequency. Okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and put some bars in here, and then we're going to talk about how to analyze a histogram. So my 0 to 9 bar is going to go all the way up to 4. My 10 to 19 is going to be at 3. 1 and 2. Oops. And 2. Okay. Just going to shade these in a little bit. Now, a couple things I want you to notice about histograms. I'm just going to label this. So this is my title. This is my Y-axis, and this is my X-axis. Okay, so how many people were surveyed when looking at this histogram? And we can do that by finding out we're actually using the frequency for this. Okay, so if my x-axis is the number of books owned, so how many people own between 0 and 9 books? Okay, so if my bar goes all the way up to the 4, so for that column would be 4. How many people own 10 to 19 books? Well, that's going to be 3. How many people own 20 to 29 books? That will be 1. And how many people own 30 to 39 books? And that would be 2. So how many people were surveyed in total? It would be 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2, which equals 10 people. So 10 people were surveyed. How many people own less than 20 books? So if we're looking at the less than 20, so we're talking from 0 to 19, that would be 4 plus 3, which is 7. And then the last question, how many people own 20 or more books? So that means we're going to look at the 20 to 39. And that would be 1 plus 2, which is 3. So that is how you would read, label, and make a histogram to show the frequency of data values. Again, let me know if you have any questions when you get to your assignment. Thank you.